Last time I got 20 kills, so your point is exactly.
Last match I got even 1 kills.
Last time I got 100 kills, I killed everyone.
How you kill everyone? Cause 100 kills, that means you'll kill yourself too.
I killed 99 people. And then it's in my pocket. Come and get your man on my rocket. Bang, pass your check, pocket. Killing your pants, it's no time for talking about me, do my best to put that ass in my pocket. Come and get your man on my rocket.
Oh, you just gave me a song I haven't heard in a while.
Fans, that's a check, talking, feeling your pan, it's me on time and talking, walk me to my dance, hands in my pocket, come and get you, that's on my rocket. Oh, the plane, that's what's killing us.
What type of animals do you like?
Me?
Yeah.
Your friend?
Well, I was going to tell you something.
What?
Here's animals.
Where?
Animals, the song Animals.
Oh.
How can I even tell?
I'm very confused.
That's the whole point. I only have 5 HP actually. So I'm fixing to die if I get shot once. Watch out, I'm above you, inside a tree, now falling down.
I need a balloon, guys. Anybody got a balloon?
You have to blow up the balloon, you can't just get a balloon. If you know what I mean.
This stupid man.
You wanna know something? Come to me.
What?
I'm going to show you right now.
I don't even remember your name.
Nicholas.
Nicholas?
Mm-hmm.
You remember mine?
No.
Maddie. What did you tell me to call you? I told me to call you something.
We never told each other what our names were at the whole time. Yay, there's a jug no one did not use.
Calling, cause all these, black guy.
Wait for me. Wait, I have a girl skin on. Oh, come on, just use a jug and now someone's trying to shoot me to death.
Is that a chat talking to it's me.
There's 2 people.
I'm underneath you. Now I'm above you.
I will always remember.
That I can make it louder burp than that.
We were always never. But I feel like it looks like we are in the present. Here's some plastic cups and flowers. I killed him!
Life has killed everything. I keep on dying.
I'm hold up. Come on, son. I'm like that baby when young.
I'm behind you.
Let's see something funny.
I have a girl skin on. Oh, come on. Me and you both have girl skins on.
Wow, that was like perfect timing for you.
What?
Like right when I right when I lay down like the stairs, you were right there, perfect. You didn't get stuck. Let's go, help. I'm gonna go kill this guy with those balloons. Really? You thought you were a good boy? You're actually a bad boy. Ah! Don't kill me, I'm a good citizen. Okay. In a world, oops. I'm not gonna say hold up. Sharp, are you here?
Yeah, I'm inside a bush right now.
Wow!
I am a bush. Be more technical, I am. Oh, I just did some serious damage to myself. I'm gonna fly upside down now. I'm going to crash until yo. Whatever I find you, I'm going to crash into you. Bullseye! There you go. Here's free plane. Ooh.
I'm taking that risk.
I'll take this jug. I need it. I have 6 HP.
We should all stay outside. What's your song?
Okay, there we go. Have full HP now.
Why did I kill
That's not pulling away from me. You like to be out of your head. Oh, come on.
Want nothing to do with the dark web, but for those who are curious, there's a way to order anonymous mystery boxes. What's inside some of these boxes can be potentially dangerous or even incriminating at times. So if you still want to order one, don't say I didn't warn you. Number 10. Joseph Widener opens his dark web mystery box and immediately comes face to face with two creepy dolls inside of a gray plastic bag. He also finds an old beat-up hammer. It looks well
This
used,
make me
though,
party
from what I
leader.
can't tell,
Side
hopefully
goes
not on
ocean.
people. But then, worst of all, in another great
Ocean
plastic bag,
eyes,
Joseph
so
finds a sharp instrument that has almost certainly
sad.
seen foul play one way or another.
Never know to make me cry when it goes ocean.
The screwdriver is covered in hair
Screwdriver
and
and
wet
different
with an off-color liquid. It may have
Okay,
been
ready?
not
Want to do a
as
challenge?
But I personally think Joseph should have contacted the police.
You want to do a
just to be on the
challenge?
safe side.
Sure.
Let me know
What is
if
it?
you
Okay,
agree.
so we have to ring a doorbell in different. Wait, where is it? I lost it.
Welcome back, everyone. They say a picture tells 1,000 words. Well, how about 10 pictures and a few thousand words I wrote about them? That's got to be worth something, right?
Okay.
Today we're looking at creepy pictures with even creepier
that.
backstories. If you like the sound of that, then leave a like so I know to keep going with this. If you're quite ready, let's get into it. I am Danny Burke, and this is the top 10 scary pictures that should have stayed secret. Starting off number 10 now, we have The Visitor. This one comes from a Reddit user called Fan and Depressed.
Slide
They
an
posted
ice
this picture
cover
with the
over
caption,
the
"Got a notification from my smart home app in the middle of the night saying your doorbell detected a visitor." That's all he put, and that's all that was needed. He posted it to the creepy subreddit. It has gained over 34,000 upvotes. One of the top comments said, "Why are you doing this? Because you were home." That's a quote from the movie Strangers, where some twisted home invaders give their reason for terrorizing a woman in her home. It's a great movie, and yeah, it does remind me of this too. Can you imagine how terrifying it would be to see this on your phone app in the middle of the night? There was no follow-up story to this. I just hope they were alright. Next up at number 9 now, we have The Mummified Captain. This is the disturbing story of Manfred Fritz Bajorat, a German man who was found in his boat by 2 fishermen off the coast of the Philippines. He was dead. His corpse has been preserved by dry ocean winds, hot temperatures, and salty sea air. It could not be determined how long.
I'm used to seeing stuff like that. Let me jump out, thank you.
Sitting death was unexpected. The police said there was no evidence of
Wow. Oh, I forgot to change it where it's just duos.
I'm not gonna jump yet. I'm gonna wait until the bubble thingy
This is a
comes.
1948 picture of a girl who grew up in a Nazi concentration camp, and she was asked to draw what home was.
I'm going
She drew.
to the other team's base. I'm going to kill the tower. Ah!
Disturbed children located in Warsaw. Not much is known about the girl other than her name, Teresa. The swirling lines are a stark reminder of horrors of the Holocaust.
I
Over
guess
1.5
that is
million
true.
Jewish children were killed in the Holocaust. Those that survived often ended up like Teresa, lost, shocked, unable to grasp a simple concept like home.
Yes, I got a
Obsession. George Carl
frickin'
Tanzler was a
chuggy jug
radiologist
jug.
technician from Germany.
Good.
He moved to Florida where he married
I
Maria
don't
de
know.
Hoyos, a local Cuban-American woman. She died of tuberculosis 5 years later, despite his best efforts to save her. He wouldn't accept her death, though. After her funeral, George dug up Maria's body and took her to his home. He attempted to preserve her.
Ew.
This is the picture of his efforts. He attached her bones together with wire and coat hangers and fitted her face with glass eyes. He replaced her skin with silk cloth soaked in wax, gave her a wig and filled her insides with rags. He covered her in jewelry, and the smell was masked with copious amounts of perfume. Body was eventually discovered by authorities a full 9 years after he first removed her from her resting place. Next, about number 6 now, we have The Catacombs. This is a very disturbing picture. Please look away now if you're sensitive.
Hi, wait, is that you?
This is the story of
Alright, come on, let's go.
Ukrainian woman who went
Let's
out
go
with
to
a
their
large
base,
group of
ready?
friends celebrating New
Yep.
Year's
Why am I
Eve
drinking
in
that? I don't know, but
2005.
come on.
It was a foggy night with temperatures around freezing. The group
I'll use
stood
this
in
instead
the
since I have no
Catacombs,
balloons.
an ancient tunneling
Here, you want?
system
Here, I'll
that
give you, I'll
spans
give
for
you.
over 1,500 miles. Somehow, Masha
Stay there.
became separated from her group and got lost in the dark. She seems to have wandered for
There you
days
go.
with no food or water before slipping into a
They
coma
got you.
and then death. Her body wasn't discovered for months
Okay.
until this picture was taken by some local boys who found her. Still, she wasn't retrieved by authorities for a further 2 years. When a story was shared on Reddit, people tried to imagine how terrifying it must be to be lost in the dark like that. Pitch black darkness, unable to see any difference between your eyes being closed and open, and totally alone. Moving on to number 5 now, we have shell-shocked. In World War I, there were hundreds of thousands of soldiers who got shell-shocked, a type of PTSD brought on from the endless bombardment they had to endure. Tens of thousands of soldiers were treated for the disorder. Victims were said to have a 1,000-yard stare, looking into the distance as their mind went blank. Here's a famous picture from a soldier.
Let's
during
go
the
over
Battle
there,
of
like
the
over
Somme,
there.
which killed 3 million men.
Okay.
This man appears
Look, I can drink in the air.
He has a
You
crazy
never
look
knew
in
that?
his eyes that is often associated with those who
Yeah.
had shell shock.
You better hurry up. I'm
Increasingly
waiting.
associated with war, especially the hell that was
Hey, I'll
World War
cut
I.
that
Next
TV
to number
off.
4 now we have the subway. In
It's not
Ew,
TV,
what
it's
did I say?
YouTube.
Post ran a story
He
with
says turn off that
so
TV.
loud.
Ki Suk-han, a 58-year-old man who was pushed onto the tracks by a stranger. He was fatally struck by a train seconds later. The suspect was 30-year-old Naeem Davis, who confessed to pushing the innocent man onto the tracks. The picture shocked New Yorkers and people around the world. Why was someone taking a picture instead of trying to help? Should the New York Post even have ran that story and published that picture? What do you guys think? Next to number 3 now we have Madame Violet. This is a picture of Violet Spears, otherwise known as Madame Violet. She was the leader of a group of real-life vampires in Edinburgh in the late 19th century. They were called the Hive. They became known as lovely but dangerous partiers, seducing men and women with drugs and alcohol, and then making them donate their blood to them, so to speak. Some of the victims even joined the Hive, and she became their leader too. In 1882 and 1884, she was apparently voted the scariest woman in England, even though she never left Scotland. That's how scary she is. She scared another country she didn't even live in. Moving on to number 2 now, we have the Vulture and the Little Girl.
Wow. If you use the
New York Times
tires and have 2 balloons on, it sends you high as just having 3 balloons on.
A girl who had collapsed from malnutrition during a famine in South Sudan. In the background, a vulture waits patiently. These birds have a keen sense of death, and this one has its eyes on the boy. The picture shocks the world.
Turn it off, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna be scared.
Pulitzer Prize for his photography. He actually
You get scared easily?
Yeah, I don't know why. That's just me. I'm scared easily. My brother can come into my room and tap on my shoulder and I freaking freak out.
Who?
What do you mean, who?
Who scared you?
My brother. I'm just gonna hibernate right here. I'm gonna stay here the whole time.
Yeah.
You wanna come to where I live? I live right here. And then you can always zip line different places. So it's Gucci. Shark Boy, come over. That plane's gonna
1 sec,
strike
I just killed someone. I was trying to get to a balloon.
Oh, I hit Fortnite. Wait, come where I am. You see where I am? Look, I'll shoot. Oh, wait, there's a chest down there.
I'll
I'm
take
looking for
that
my friend. Oh, wait, no, I don't want that. Oh, I called that chest.
Okay. I'm going to take that on and go to the plane he dropped off. And go to you.
I got a portal, my Bob. I'm coming. Wait, take my rift. Wait! Where's my other? No,
Nah.
come over here. Come up here, okay?
I
Come
am.
right here and jump off right here. Jump! Come on, man.
Look at
Hey,
the
look,
plane.
ready?
It's fixing to land in the center. Oh,
Look, ready? So we can go here. Look, we can go on this left line. Come on here. Come on. Come
go
on.
forward. Walk forward like... no, look at me, then walk forward. No, never mind. You can actually stop yourself. Oh, I just fell down. That's
Wait, I'll
funny.
grab the plane. I'll grab the plane because I'm going to the plane right now. Did you die?
Yeah. What you expect from me to die? You expect me to live from falling down off a mountain?
No, wait. Do you want me to go get the plane to pick you up?
Sure, after I kill this person.
Or if he kills you?
Yeah, or he kills me.
I'm a good plane flyer.
That person tried to use one of those, you know those machine guns you place down?
Yeah, ready?
The
I'm
person
coming.
tried
Come on,
to-
quick. Ah!
You do not fall down straight down. That's how you destroy it. And make it blow up and you die on your own. Oh, an enemy down it.
I don't like those things.
I have one of them. I can use it if I want to. Oh, you better not take that plane.
Your W-2 and file Fed and state for free. Guaranteed.
You do not kill me. I kill you. Come on. There we go. We're barely living from this.
What? Hi guys! I have goldfish. Die.
There we go. Safely landed. That's what I'm talking about. Don't drive it. Don't. Or are you going to go forward some? I'll respect that, but. You just literally flew off. You know what I can do to you since when you jumped off that plane. That's the dust.
Back to dusting.
That's the dust. I have no clue where you went. I'm lost. I don't know, but I'm seeing war here, so I'm going in. No one does not kill me. Oh, never mind. Someone just killed me. I'm glad there's no school tomorrow.
I want it! No one gets it! Only me. Now everybody get it! Go away. Oh yeah. Mine. Mine. Everything mine. Woo! Hey, get away from my stuff!
I'll take the blame.
I actually drink that.
You drink beer.
I'll snatch that medikit. Let's go up here.
I keep on killing people with a uncommon machine gun, but people are using better weapons. You don't need better weapons to kill people, you just need to have good aim. You gotta invite to this. Ooh, do you know this song? One second, let it load. It's called The Devil Within. Do you know it?
Savings start early this year at Big Lots. With a $1 initial payment and no credit needed, you can take home a new mattress today. Like this Dayton Queen set from Serta, now only $499.99. Serve big,
I have a
Big
kill.
Lots. Big Lots.
No, don't kill me. Wow, I get a legendary SMG inside the thing and I get killed. That's just... I'm gonna kill you now. You deserve to die. Unless if this was just a random one where it's just teams and stuff like that. Not like a full team. You killed me again, person. Well, do you even know the song?
No, I don't know that.
Devil Within. If you listen to nightcore music. That's the third time you kill me, person. You're going to have to die eventually. And here I'm dying over and over. Yes, thank you. I find a balloon. Now let's see what's inside this balloon. I'll take it, just because it's actually decent, I guess. Oh, it's you.
Alright, I'm leaving the game.
Okay, let's play a different game.
You never know what kind of opportunity could be right around the corner. If you're interested in a
sneaking out, creeping round, there's nothing you haven't seen now. Say I'm lost, but I feel found. Think you're gonna join me, but you don't see behind the scenes.
Oh, wait, make me party leader.
Okay.
Behind the scenes.
You want to go to creative? Wait, do you even use creative?
No, a little bit.
Ooh, you have a chance. I kind of have.
Come on. Come on, Slurps Anime.
Christmas, we
Hey,
wish
Giggity, alright, let's go Tilted, boys. Giggity.
There's a girl, so you can't say just boys.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm gender fluid, so, well, who's listening to Christmas music?
Wait, Shark, are you?
Wait, I have 50 gliders in my inventory.
Yeah, you're
50.
supposed to.
That's just
That's a
new.
lot.
That's new. Wait, is it like... Okay, it's just squad, so like...
Yeah, you listen to Sicko Mode or Mobama?
Where do you guys see girls in bikinis? Does your penis grow? Mine does.
Don't say in front of a girl, come on.
What's wrong with that? He's just trying to get some girls.
Hey girl, can I get your number?
Yeah.
That's not a girl. What you mean? That's a 5-year-old.
No, she's 10.
She's 10. Even better.
She's like
I'm JK, she's 20.
like
Dang it, she's actually... she's overaged.
Are you gay?
No.
No, I'm not.
How old are you?
That's a boy.
I'm 10.
You're 10?
Yeah.
Can you tell me where you live?
channel.
Is Fortnite your favorite game?
Do you guys know each other?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we met each other today. And we've been playing for like, we've been playing for like 2 hours.
No longer than
That's
that.
sexy.
Yeah.
So you guys are like goals?
Oh my god.
Like Hillary and Evan?
You wanna leave since you're being weird?
Yep. No!
Yeah, let's play duos. See you guys.
No! Can we do like some 1v1s real quick? Don't leave.
Wait, Shark.
Wait, you guys are already over there.
Alright, I'll come to you.
Nah, I'm good. I can just use something else. I have the king skin on.
The king skin's the best skin. Whoa! Don't shoot rockets at my base. Hey, dude.
How many wins do you guys have?
Donuts.
I have donut wins.
Oh, is this is this playground?
Yeah, what do you think it is?
Oh, I never even thought it was playground. I thought this was a real match.
No. And you're gonna be like, no wonder why there's no people at Tilted. Yeah! That happened to me before. I thought it was, I was playing Playground with my friend. But like, we didn't play Phil, so it was just me and her. We went to Tilted and we were
Me and her? Ooh, you got a Fortnite girlfriend?
No, we're just friends. You know friends are allowed, right?
It's friendly.
Yeah.
Wait, why is
Well,
there
Fortnite
5?
gamer girls are pretty cool, so.
Who's gamer girl?
Dude, gamer girls are hot. If you know what
Is
I
it
mean.
people that... Well, I'm not one of those pretty people. I'm ugly as hell.
Hey, that's what they say to me
Bro, I'm
too.
looking to do some
Hey, you're cute.
You don't even know what she even looks like.
Hey, Evan, that's me. Don't kill me, bro.
I already have a boyfriend.
Where are you? I'll change that for you.
No, you're not.
Here's no.
Why
Who's playing
did
music?
What?
Me.
Okay, you wanna leave Shark? Because this is weird.
No, no. I wanna do some 1v1s, broder.
Brother.
Oh yeah.
This one, yeah.
Evan, you're so sweaty.
You're sweaty.
That's what she
My
said.
balls are sweating.
Oh
My
my god,
pubes are greasy.
Oh my god. Shark, can we leave? Yeah, I'm gonna die!
No, don't leave.
Shark, can we leave?
I'll miss you.
Sure.
Get
I'm
cuffed.
a bot.
Weird, we're just...
No, I
That
don't
makes it even more creepy.
Whoa, whoa. Stop phasing through all my builds. Dude, Evan, you almost caused me to die.
You don't scream. You're supposed to go.
It's okay, you have a chug jug. Don't worry.
I have a chug jug too.
I just wanted this, Don't kill me,
Wait, don't kill me, I'm not ready, chill!
Dude, chill, you're killing me.
That's a boy.
I'm not a boy, I'm a girl, actually.
She's always a girl.
Yeah, I always will be.
Dude, you almost died me.
You almost died me. Good freaking poop.
Hey! Don't make fun of my friend.
Wow, your friend. You have no friend. Sorry, that's
Wait, you have
Dude, shut up, you're like 10.
Yeah, I
Dude,
am.
I get bullied at school every day about that.
Dude, I get bullied, so Oh my god, dude, you guys are trash.
Who just killed me?
Your life is trash.
Your life is trash, you get bullied at school, so you do it. Shark, let's leave, dude, so I don't get bullied anymore.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
They were annoying.
Yep.
Number 9, Y2K.
They were weird.
In 1999,
Why are you listening to creepy stuff?
It's not creepy this time. It's 9 times the world almost destroyed.
2000. A simple coding error could render everything from vending machines to nuclear weapons grids completely unusable. Basically, as soon as the clock struck midnight on New Year's, all forms of technology would stop working. The Y2K bug came to light after computer programmers realized that most microchips only use 2 digits to represent the year.
Hello?
So, for example,
Hi.
microchips would
What's up? Wanna be
typically show
friends?
the year 1999
Yeah.
to just 99 in order
Okay.
to save memory.
Can you actually have friend
Now
request?
they feared that the shortcut
Yeah.
of the computer chips see the year
Let's go to
2000
Tilted.
as 00 and
I'm leaving after this round. After this, I'm going to bed, okay? You're going to bed?
They soon realized that they did not have enough time to save everybody. As the dreaded doomsday drew near, people all over prepared for the
Okay.
absolute worst. Well,
Boom. Yes.
Yes, honey.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Take them out.
What happened to Shark?
You need to take the dogs out.
The dog is that? You have a dog?
Yes. 2 dogs,
Same.
bloodhound dog, and a chihuahua, and
Oh my
2
god, you have a
cats.
chihuahua? Those things are vicious.
Not mine. She's adorable and lovable.
Last time my friend had one, and stuff did not go well. It literally bit me like 17 times.
Okay, I'll be right
I
back.
like died at that very moment. Her dog is like crazy. I was like, I gotta go.
Nah, ours
Like
just
literally,
barks at
I thought I was
people.
gonna die from a freaking chihuahua. A chihuahua.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Make sure your chihuahua doesn't eat you. Who wants to get sniped? Not you, because Scooby-Doo, let me go, let me kill them, watch me roll. I'll never be the same. I really wanna love somebody. I think about you every single day. I know what only happens. Shark, come on, my best friend. Shark? Sharko? Sharky? Marky? Sharkies! Sharkles? Sharkulias. I'll never be. Rockstar. Hey, 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 hey. I'm a papa stars cause I feel like a I'll never be the same. I really wanna love somebody. Ooh. Come on, Shark. That's lame. Shark, I'm only me and Biggie, whatever your frickin' name is. We're the only ones here, so come on. If you didn't know, I'm died. I suck. If you didn't know that Shark is my best Fortnite friend. Right, Shark? You're my best Fortnite friend. I know. He's so annoying though. Come on, Shark, you're so annoying. What, you have to clean your room again? Did you make it messy in like a second? Hi, Gibby. Gibby. You're a troll. Wait, I'm gonna switch teams. I'm gonna switch teams so do not take my loot. Drag me all the way. Shark! Don't be mean, Mr. Shark. You're a mean one, Mr. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as cuddly as a bush. 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 I don't know if you left. None of my team. You're as cuddly as a cactus. Ah. Oh. Oh, shark, leave.
guys go?
Some laughed it off as a hoax. Many started to stockpile food, water, weapons, and ammunition.
Hello?
Huge underground bunkers or
Hello.
gated communities that were far away from society.
Let's not play playground anymore.
Yeah.
Your resources with them after Y2K
Wait.
happened, or whether you should shoot everyone that comes onto your property instead. Citizens weren't the only ones worried about riots and bloodshed.
I'm gonna invite you to a party.
16,000
Okay.
pamphlets to law enforcement.
Ooh, let me check
I know.
who's online right now.
Militia groups and terrorist attacks.
Oh, that's easy.
Released a 40-page report detailing exactly who to watch out for. Meanwhile, the Chamber of Commerce worried about a complete economic meltdown that would happen when people withdrew all of their money from the banks at once. In the end, Y2K did cause some damage, but nothing like what people were expecting. 3 of Japan's nuclear power plants malfunctioned, and 3 more nuclear power plants in South Carolina, Georgia, and Pennsylvania all shut down too, though the US government wouldn't admit that it was from Y2K. In total, the United States government spent about $9 billion to correct the problem, and non-government companies spent an additional $91 billion more to fix it themselves. Still, no one who lived through the Y2K scare will ever forget the time when they seriously had to consider shooting their neighbor. Number 8. The Korean War. In the 1950s, Korea was split into two by a brutal civil war between the North and the South. Without getting too much into it, North Korea invaded South Korea in 1950 and other superpowers started to get involved. North Korea was backed by the Soviet Union and China, and South Korea was backed by the United States. It almost went nuclear. That's because General MacArthur had some extremely risky defensive plans. If the 200,000 Chinese troops marched over the South Korean border to invade, he intended to use nuclear weapons against them. All of this was far from just talk. President Truman sent no less than 9 atomic bombs to the military for MacArthur to use however the general deemed fit. By the time they arrived, however, the war was already over. This was all kept a secret until the information was declassified just 6 years ago. Who knows what the consequences would have been if the United States had attacked Chinese troops with nuclear weapons. It would have probably triggered World War III and possibly spelled the end of the world. Number 7. The Comet of 1883. For 2 August nights in a row in the late 1800s, astronomer 150 mysterious objects streak across could have been witnessing an event that nearly ended the world. Using modern technology, a research team from the National Autonomous University of Mexico believes Jose observed the freshly broken up pieces of a comet large enough to destroy all life on Earth. According to their calculations, the 450 objects that Jose saw were between 150 and 2,500 feet wide each, and they narrowly avoided Earth by as little as 335 miles. If all of the pieces were still together, and if its path was slightly different, the impact would have been worse than the comet that wiped out the dinosaurs. Critics quickly point out that no other astronomers saw the comet shower on those days, but the University of Mexico research team has an answer for that. Apparently, the Earth's orbit can affect what you see in space. In other words, the comet shower was so close to Earth that you had to be in a perfect line with the sun to see it, or else it would look like nothing was there. Under this theory, Jose's small observatory just happened to be in the perfect spot to observe the world almost ending. Number 6. The Carrington Event. On one summer day in 1859, the surface of the sun erupted with the force of 10 billion atomic bombs. This radioactive explosion, otherwise known as a solar flare, sent massive amounts of energy from the sun directly to the Earth, and no one would be the same after. The Carrington event was so bad that it jammed electronics equipment all over the world. But the magnetic energy didn't just cause the equipment to simply fail, it made sparks and flames shoot out. One telegraph operator in Washington, D.C. was severely injured after a bolt of fire struck him in the middle of his forehead. Even the telegraph paper itself would literally explode due to a chemical reaction. Meanwhile, entire countries around the world were left unable to properly communicate. After a number of days, Boston telegraph workers discovered there was so much electricity in the air that they could take the batteries out of their machines and still send messages all the way to Portland, Maine. Nobody knew if the Earth was permanently changed now or what would happen next. As if worldwide equipment malfunctions weren't enough, the solar flares also put on a sinister light show that was seen by almost every country in the world. During this time, the night sky took on a solid blood red color that was so intense, many people thought that the next neighborhood over had to have caught fire. It was so bright outside that birds began to chirp and people started to go to their jobs in the middle of the night. Absolutely no one knew what was going on except for one man named Richard Carrington. On the day the chaos all started, the English astronomer was looking through a special type of telescope when he noticed a cluster of huge white explosions on the sun that went on for 5 minutes. Hours later, the mayhem began. He made the connection between these two events and has been credited with discovering the solar flare phenomenon ever since. Modern scientists predict a 12% out piping hot plasma into space. This form of plasma is much more powerful than normal solar flares and would have severely damaged everything you own. Let me put it to you this way, if the Carrington event happened today, most of our technology would be strong enough to withstand it. Sure, the event was strong enough to damage equipment in the 1800s, but today's electronics are much more durable. In fact, high-frequency equipment like GPS devices and most radios wouldn't be affected by the Carrington effect. In fact, high-frequency equipment like GPS devices and most radios wouldn't be affected by the Carrington effect at all. This cosmic plasma, on the other hand, would destroy everything that plugs into a wall socket, as one NASA scientist puts it. By that, he means everything from hospital equipment to working toilets would become a thing of the past. No country would be safe. Furthermore, an official NASA report says that the event would have caused about $1 trillion worth of damage and taken years to recover from. They compare it to a huge meteor hitting Earth. So why didn't we get nailed with plasma in 2012? Well, the only reason you were able to even watch this YouTube video is because the sun was facing away from Earth when the explosion happened. Instead of traveling towards Earth, the plasma went in the completely opposite direction. If the explosion had happened just 7 days earlier, however, Earth would have been directly in the line of fire. That's right, we were literally 1 week away from digital obliteration. Number 4, the 1979 Soviet Scare. The 1970s were largely considered a time of peace and love, but it was also when the world was almost blown to smithereens by more nukes than you could ever even possibly imagine. In 1979, Zbigniew Brzezinski was serving as a top national security advisor for the United States when he received a devastating phone call at home. A joint military program between Canada and the US called him at 3 in the morning with a grim report. 2,200 Soviet missiles were heading towards the United States in an all-out attack. The nation had less than a half hour left before annihilation. Zbigniew Brzezinski didn't even bother to wake up his wife, figuring it was better to spare her from knowing. His final task as a national security advisor was to call President Carter so that the president could authorize the final retaliatory strike against the Soviets. If he made this call, then thousands of nuclear missiles would be launched back. The United States had been preparing for a scenario like this for quite some time. President Carter had even told Zbigniew beforehand that in the event of this scenario, he should wait up to 7 minutes and no longer before letting him know. Minutes before dialing the president, Zbigniew decided to double-check the warning first. Apparently, no other military outposts were picking up the alleged attack on their radars. It was a false alarm. As it turns out, the scare happened after a worker accidentally booted up a training program that simulated a Russian nuclear attack on America. This computer was hooked up to the nation's defensive network grid, where it was then perceived as a real threat. The rush of relief that Zbigniew felt must have been beyond measure. If the United States had mistakenly launched thousands of atomic bombs at Soviet Russia, then the nuclear fallout not only would have destroyed the two countries, but it would have covered the entire Earth. Nothing would have survived. Instead, waiting until literally the last minute made the difference between end of the world and just another day. Bonus entry. The 1980 Soviet scare. Just 7 months after the false alarm in 1979, the United States again stood on the brink of destruction at the hands of the Soviets. NORAD stands for the North American Aerospace Defensive Command, and in 1980 it was a central base in Colorado that had lots of high-tech radars and other equipment that it used to track potential threats. Among the blinking and beeping equipment were 2 digital displays that always showed how many missiles were heading towards American soil at any given time. One of these digital counters was for intercontinental ballistic missiles, which means a bomb that can reach other continents from land, and the other was meant for submarine-launched ballistic missiles. Each display had 4 slots, and normally these slots read 0 across the board. Imagine the surprise NORAD commanders felt when the submarine missile counter first jumped to 2 incoming missiles, and then again all the way up to 200. The Soviets were at it once more. NORAD relayed this information to the Strategic Air Force Command. Moments later, the country's top bomber pilots were starting their engines, ready for takeoff, and for World War III. As it turns out, however, the digital display on the counter had malfunctioned and displayed 220 incoming missiles after a simple microchip malfunction. Fortunately, President Carter remained calm and didn't send America into an all-out war. Nonetheless, situations like this really illustrates how easy the world can come to an end, and how important a president's judgment can be during a time of national crisis. Number 3, the 1995 American Scare. The United States isn't the only country to receive its fair share of swept and nuclear scares. In 1995, Russian President Boris Yeltsin received a warning from his early warning radar network, saying that the Americans had launched a nuke off the coast of Norway. Now it was heading towards Russia, and the end was near. Advisors placed a suitcase in front of Yeltsin. If he pressed the button inside, it would mean that he gives his permission to launch a nuclear strike on America as revenge. There were 2 other suitcases. One was given to the defense minister, the other to the chief of the general staff. All 3 men were required to give their approval for the launch to go into effect. They had less than 8 minutes to decide what to do. Meanwhile, commanders in the past had already been ordered to use their submarines and were now at the ready. As the communist nation anxiously awaited the final launch orders, the American rocket mysteriously sank into the ocean. It seemed as if nuclear attack was over as quickly as it began. Hours later, the Russians learned that this had not been missiles at all, but rather a research rocket that had been launched into the sky to study the Northern Lights weather phenomenon. Even more embracingly, Russia had been given a heads up by the researchers weeks in advance, yet no one in the early warning radar network had been told. As a result, the end of the world could have come as the result of a simple weather experiment gone wrong.
Do a live stream, I can hear you.
In 1918, literally 1/3 of the world's population caught the flu. This wasn't just any ordinary flu, though. This was a super bug that caused massive casualties. The first wave of sickness struck in spring. For 6 months, the disease spread throughout the United States, Europe, and to a lesser extent in Asia. Although a lot of people were getting sick, not even people died during this first wave. The world just thought it was a freak accident and that it would never happen again, and collectively shrugged their shoulders. When the second wave hit later that year, it was much worse. From September to November, the virus returned and spread to the rest of the world. This time, every single nation on Earth was infected. There was literally nowhere to run. Whereas most flu viruses kill less than 0.1% of those they infect, this virus had a much higher 2.5% fatality rate. It didn't matter if you were the healthiest person in your entire family, it could still easily kill you. In fact, half of the people who died were between the ages of 20 and 40, and most of them were perfectly healthy beforehand. In total, the bug killed 20 times more people between the ages of 15 to 34 than any other flu had before. A third and final wave struck in early 1919, though this outbreak was much smaller and only affected certain nations. Still, by then the damage was done.
Let's suppose that you're writing a really important email to a colleague. Or a post on Facebook that all your friends will see. Or a paper for your English class that you just have to get an A on. Or a resume for your dream job. or a message to your crush on a dating site.
If you'd asked me my thoughts on home appliances before researching this, I would have told you that they're pretty boring, but I would have been dead wrong. From time-saving features to smart connectivity to life-improving technology, it's actually incredible what today's appliances can do for you. Coming up are some of the most amazing home appliances you'll want in your home. Links, as always, are in the description down below. Modular refrigerator. If you've ever lived in a shared house, you'll know all too well how infuriating sharing a filthy fridge can be. Stefan Buchberger experienced this firsthand, so he invented the flat share fridge. This stackable modular refrigerator has 4 equal self-contained compartments that can be customized with add-ons like whiteboards or bottle openers. They're also easy to transport. Just take the modules apart and hook them up again in your new place. Sage Smart Grill Pro. This massive meat grilling machine is a must-have for all carnivores out there. Designed by Heston Blumenthal, also known as the man that created chicken curry ice cream, this grill is basically a refined sandwich press for meat and has a large cooking area and an integrated probe to check that your massive steaks are cooked just right. It has settings for different types of meats, from poultry to beef, and settings for each, from rare to well done. Apparently, due to its smart temperature control and plate-embedded heating elements, it cooks twice as fast as a barbecue and makes the cleanup simple. The reviews online for this thing are overwhelmingly positive. Philips Hue light bulbs. Now let's go to the bedroom, or the lounge, or anywhere else in the house really. Philips's color ambience light bulbs have more than 16 million colors on offer, and the hues are said to be the most natural on the market. It's also the smartest setup available, and your entire lighting system can be controlled via the Hue app. You can assign each of your bulbs to a room, so you can configure and control groups of lighting easily, and you can get as granular as you want when creating your own scene. The app also allows you to program bulbs to automatically turn on at specific times, or you can switch them on remotely if you have to work late. Nest Learning Thermostat. The best thing about the Nest Thermostat is that it learns your heating and cooling habits. So after a few days of use, it automatically creates itself a schedule based on the ways you programmed it in the previous days. If you prefer to go manual though, a twist of the dial allows you to change the temperature and setting. When you select a new temperature, the Nest will show you the current temperature and will give you an estimate on how long it'll take to reach your desired level of toastiness. You can also control all the settings that are available on the thermostat via the app, and Nest can actually determine whether you're home or not via your phone's location. It also connects with Alexa, so you can change the temperature using your voice without having to go to the thermostat or even needing to be home. Controlling the temperature of your house with this device will save you energy and money, which means it supposedly pays for itself in 2 years. Amazon Dash Buttons. Dash buttons allow you to reorder the things you buy most frequently at the press of a button. The device connects to your Wi-Fi and uses a unique serial number to link it to your Amazon Prime account. Once you press the button, the Dash button sends a signal to your Amazon app and lets it know you want to place an order. You can then order new Dash buttons via the app or their website, and they don't even have to be physical buttons. The technology is compatible with Alexa, the Amazon app, and even some smart refrigerators. Genie Can. More smart ordering options now with Genie Can. This clever bin attachment scans barcodes as you put empty packaging inside the trash and automatically adds it to your shopping list so you don't forget to do it. If the item hasn't got a barcode, you can use voice commands to add items. Just hold the packaging up to the device and tell it what you want, adding to your list.
Paper towels.
You can also link certain items to the aforementioned Amazon Dash via your Wi-Fi connection and have items delivered automatically. Never have I been more excited by a trash can. Asco Home Pub Beer Dispenser. Asco made the dream of having a pub in your house a reality with their Home Pub Beer Dispenser. The fridge has an indoor 5-liter keg with a CO2 cartridge and tap system. And there's also a shelf especially for a backup mini keg, so you'll never be short on ice cold beers. Gizmodo bills this fridge as a fridge for real men, but I think women can probably use it too. A Nova Sous Vide Machine. Let's get back to my quest for the perfectly cooked steak now. Sous vide uses hot water to cook meat to an exact temperature, so it delivers the perfect level of doneness you want every single time. What makes this particular sous vide machine amazing is that it connects to your phone. The app has time and temperature guides, so you can program the device to cook your steak rare, well done, or anywhere in between. There are... And once you've selected what you want to cook, the Innova will program itself accordingly, so there's no danger of overcooking your dish. Husqvarna Auto Mower. You've probably heard of the Roomba, the robotic vacuum cleaner that cleans your floor so you don't have to. But did you know there's a similar device for your lawn? Once it's installed, this auto mower will cut your lawn without any input from you. You can program the app's working hours, and it comes with boundary wires, which act as an electric fence to keep the machine from straying onto your neighbor's lawn. The auto mower will take itself back to the charging station via a guide wire or radio signal. If it needs to charge, and when it's done, it takes itself back out to finish the job without any intervention. You don't even need to empty it, as the cuttings naturally fertilize the ground as they are trimmed away. Genius, huh? Her fridge cam. The world's first wireless fridge cam lets you know when you're running low on an item, wherever you are. This smart device can be retrofitted into any refrigerator, and once it's set up, it takes a picture every time you close the door. Advanced imaging recognizes all the items in your fridge, and the camera learns what you buy and tracks when you buy it, so it can send a notification to the app when a product needs to be used up. This smarter chef feature can even recommend recipes depending on what's in your fridge, further reducing waste. Drop recipes. This is an app rather than an appliance, but it connects to your kitchen so well, I had to include it. Drop is designed to help you save time and cook with confidence by giving clear instructions, video demonstrations, and pro tips. You can also control connected cookers and other appliances from the app, including their own drop scales, to achieve exact measurements, temperatures, and times for the thousands of recipes in the app. It also automatically scales recipes and substitutes ingredients if you have any missing from the list, making cooking easier than ever. Nest Hello Doorbell. Nest's Hello Doorbell takes video doorbells to a whole new level by adding security features. The inbuilt HD camera connects to the app to let you see who's calling, and there's a microphone on board so you can speak to the person at the door. You can even have Google Assistant answer the door with one of 3 responses. You can set a schedule for when the camera is active, giving you the option to leave it on permanently for added security, and you can even have it turn on and off depending on your phone's location. LG InstaView ThinQ Fridge. This amazing appliance has Alexa built in, so you can shop for groceries, play music, check the weather, and create a shopping list simply by speaking to your fridge. The 29-inch screen can be used to manage your calendar via voice command, and with the ThinQ app, you can also check the contents of your fridge when you're out, and track expiration dates to reduce food waste. Ring Stick-Up Security System. This smart camera is designed for indoor or outdoor use and can be controlled and monitored through the Ring app. Motion-activated notifications alert you when someone crosses the camera's path, and you can choose up to 3 customized motion zones to protect the most important areas of your home. The inbuilt microphone and speaker lets you have two-way conversations with whoever triggered the motion detection, too. You can create a full security system by linking it to a Ring alarm and other cameras, and it also connects to...
Hi everyone, it's Katrina. From lost worlds that float in the sky to abandoned places frozen in time, here are 10 of the most mysterious places on Earth. Number 10. Mount Roraima. This giant plateau soars up into the sky and is often surrounded by a sea of clouds. It has its own very unique ecosystem with many tall waterfalls and highly specialized plant and animal species such as pitcher plant and the Roraima bush toad. Located on the border of Venezuela, Guyana, and Brazil, 75% of the mountain is in Venezuelan territory. Also called the Floating Island, the cliffs rise about 400 meters into the sky. Made famous by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle in his 1912 novel The Lost World, he writes that a group of explorers find dinosaurs and other extinct creatures are still alive on this mountain. Some people believe that's still a possibility. But before Doyle, there were the Pemon indigenous people that say that Mount Roraima is the stump of a mighty tree that once held all the fruits and most of the vegetables in the world. They also believe it was knocked down by Macunaíma, the trickster/creator god, depending on who you ask. This is the beginning of life as we know it, as when the tree crashed to the ground, life was released. The mountains are said to be sacred and are no place for the living to be, as it is full of gods and spirits. Many say that Mount Roraima inspired the Hallelujah Mountains of Pandora in Avatar, as well as Paradise Falls and Up. You see, adventure is out there. Number 9. Pripyat. Following the nuclear disaster at Chernobyl in 1986, thousands of people were evacuated from the neighboring city of Pripyat. Over 30 years later, most of the town is still there, frozen in time and left to decay. The city had over 15 schools, a large hospital, pools, amusement parks, gyms, apartment buildings, everything a growing community needs, and everyone was evacuated in just 3 hours. Pripyat looks exactly like it did in 1986, and the clocks are all frozen at 11:55, the time the electricity went out. Now, over 10,000 tourists go and visit the power plant and Pripyat every year. The government has created an exclusion zone, a restricted space with a 19-mile radius that surrounds the blast area. No one can touch any of the items or sit down on anything in this area. Everyone is checked for radioactive particles before they leave. While tour guides are happy to take you around and claim that the area is safe, Ukrainian officials warn the area won't be habitable for another 20,000 years. The lack of people has been good for wildlife. Elk, moose, and boar are now flourishing, along with their predators, the wolves and the lynx. The city of Pripyat itself serves as a warning for all of us, and is one of the creepiest and most mysterious-looking cities in the world. Hi, it's Katrina! From giant lakes under the ice to rivers under legendary cities, here are 8 of the most mysterious hidden rivers and lakes. Number 8. Son Doong Cave. The Son Doong Cave in Vietnam is the world's largest cave. Translated as Mountain River Cave, it was first found by a man named Ho Khan in 1990. The farmer was trying to find shelter from a storm when he noticed water gushing out of the limestone. He did the responsible thing and notified the British Caving Research Association. Now you know what to do if you find something amazing. Or I guess you could keep it secret, of course. It's up to you. But he kind of got lost in the jungle and forgot where it was for 18 years. He stumbled upon it later, and in 2010, the BCRA went in to explore. Son Doong Cave is so large, it has its own ecosystem inside. It is over 5 kilometers long and sometimes reaches heights of 200 meters. That's tall enough for rain clouds to form. The river inside the cave after which it is named after is home to very unique species and organisms. The limestone cave is believed to have formed some 2 to 5 million years ago when the underwater river found a fault and carved out the space over time. Now, thanks to the river and sunlight that comes through where the ceiling has collapsed in some places, the place is full of wildlife. Explorers and tourists visiting the cave have said spending the night there is actually quite noisy. One of the most exciting things is the discovery of previously unidentified species, such as many insects and birds, and even a new kind of monkey. There is much more of the cave to be explored, which is why many people call this mysterious place the Lost World. Number 7. Black Sea River. The Black Sea itself is located in Eurasia, between the Mediterranean and Caspian Sea. These waters were infamous for being inhospitable and difficult to navigate. Its shores were surrounded by savage tribes, and there were rumors of beasts in the water. However, one of the most intriguing secrets of this sea is that there is actually a river underneath it